Well, everyone, welcome to World at War Comics. Really happy to have these two gentlemen on, the co-founders of VOA Comics. We're going to talk about what that means. But real quick, Scott Robertson, Miguel Cardenas, gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll dig into how I got to meet you and all that good stuff. But before we get into that, hopefully both of you had an amazing New Year.
Oh, we had a great New Year.
Great time.
We didn't do much. I hung out at the house. Fireworks woke me up in the middle of the night. I probably grumpy manned up for a little while. Miguel, how was yours?
That was good, man. Just hung out with some friends. Just kept the night short right after midnight. Just took myself home, and not too much fuss. Just another year, man. Another year.
We were talking, Scott and I, Miguel, before you came on, man. I'm at the age where even on New Year's Eve, I'm in bed by 9:30 or so. And like Scott, we get woken up around midnight when all the fireworks and neighbors are going crazy. And we just turn our head and go back to sleep. So I had a great New Year's Eve.
And I'm looking forward to a great 2026. 2025 was great for us. We had a fun time. We got to meet a lot of people. We met you. So we've had a good 2025, and we're hoping to roll it into a good 2026.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you both had an amazing 2025. Real quick, I'll go into the story how I met these two gentlemen. I was at SpaceCon, which happens down here in San Antonio, and I was actually just going through Artist Alley looking for be honest, I look for interviews. So I go to the cons as a fan to look for key comics that I might be missing in my collection, but I also look for other creators that I can maybe bring on the podcast. And I walked by and I was kind of looking at the table and I thought it was just, some CGC cards, which is great. But I'm more of the comic book side. And Miguel's like, hey, whoa, let me just show you what we got here. I'm like, oh, man, here we go. And so I walked over there, and I was blown away by the technology that you two gentlemen have going on for the collectibles market. And I could not be happier to try and highlight that because as we were talking before, there has been some funny business going on with other professional companies that do grading. And I think it's worried and kind of shaken the industry a little bit. And I think we might have an answer for that with VOA, which I'd love to dig into. But before we do, I would love to know, how did this whole thing start? When was the birth of VOA, and what was that process looking like?
So Miguel and I were in a past lives, both witnesses for CBCS, CGC at different times. So we kind of learned how to handle books, chain of custody, and those types of things. 2019, we were hanging out when doing cons on a pretty regular basis. 2020, COVID hit. And when COVID hit, everybody kind of settled down. Nobody was doing anything. There was no signing. So Miguel and I came up with a mission to make the ultimate COA. So we started kind of playing around. Again, nobody was doing any live signings. So how do you prove what was happening? So it all kind of came together pretty easily once we figured out that we wanted to make a COA, but then what does the next level COA look like? What does that entail? Originally, it was a video of the witness giving a testimonial of, "Hey, I'm Scott. I saw this signed at Comic Palooza," and that was okay. And again, at the time, we weren't really sure what was what. And then I don't know what sparked the idea, but it was, hey, let's have a video of the artist actually signing it. And originally, we were called the Video Witness, but we wanted to basically be a witness for what actually was happening in the world. As far as we wanted you to see what the witness saw, that was our original idea.
Right.
Over time, that we added the NFC chip. We then started digitally signing the NFC chip and then tracking it. And then once we figured out, hey, we have a digitally signed trackable asset. What else can we do with it? We have a video. Hey, let's put it in AR. Let's package it all together so that it's now a nice, complete package. And then voila, here we are.
I love it. Well, I was blown away by the folks that you're also working with as far as artists go. Just to name a few, right? John Romita Jr., Joe Robenstein, Nick Robles, John Muth. I mean, there's some bangers. Tony Fleece, who actually has a new X-Men book coming out, which I'm pretty excited about. Jim Starlin. I mean, there's some heavy hitters that you all have been partnering with when it comes to art. So if you want real art and you want proof that that artist did it, this technology is like next level. But yeah, you got some bangers. Sam De La Rosa, who was also at SpaceCon, who I got to talk to for a little while, from Venom. Yeah, just some amazing folks.
So we've been at it for 4 years at this point in time, throughout which we've worked with a little over 300 different artists at different capacities, commissioning them, doing signings with them, offering our services, doing sketch cards, original art. We've partnered up with handlers. We've partnered up with other facilitators, shared space with all kinds of people. And this year we did 17 shows. Hopefully this year we're going to do 20 to 25. 20 is on the low end, but 25 is the goal. If we can make that happen, hopefully we can get the word out and show our product off to more people. It's been fun, and we have worked with some heavy people. Joe Jusko, we've gotten signed stuff. I mean, you pretty much name them. Art Germ, we've gotten stuff from. We've had a Todd McFarlane one here or there. We've had VOAs that have been really, really good. And some, like you said, some big hitters. So we're happy that people have let us. Sean Chin was really gracious. He had all kinds of great stuff. Yeah, here's some ones from our website that we have.
Incredible.
I mean, just great pieces.
Amazing pieces. Like if you want art from some of your favorite artists, I'll put the link right here so you can all check it out. Very easy. Just hit this link. Let me put it right here. But yeah, you could go over there and you could check out all the different art. And we're going to show you right now what makes this art so special through VOA, because I think you're going to be blown away when you see this. It's phenomenal. But yeah, just check out all this art. Look at that Jeff Smith, which is just phenomenal, man. I love it.
We have a full character of Bone as well from Jeff that was awesome.
Right here.
There he is over here on the corner.
Yeah.
You just don't see him that often. And believe it or not, that's one of my prized VOAs that we have, just because of my age. When I grew up, Bone was, what you look for. We see Sam De La Rosa pretty often. Chad Harding's been really nice. He's done several pieces for us.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac was another good one.
Yeah, look at that. Daniel Scott, a lot of John Romita Jr. If you're a big John Romita Jr. fan, which I am, I think he's phenomenal and a legend. Look at that Chip Zdarsky. I saw that. I was like, what? In fact, on the email, I put the Chip Zdarsky, obviously known for a writer, but he does do some sketches once in a while when you ask him.
And he was so fun about it too. He's like, you can do for $30, you can choose your characters, but for $20, he'll choose the character. He'll draw whatever he wants. And the cool part about the VOA is you get to actually go back and you start reliving it and looking at it. I know nobody's seen it in action. Maybe we cut.
Yeah, let's do that right now.
Yeah.
Show it off.
Let's do that right now. We'll give Miguel the mic here, man, and then
yeah, for sure.
Let's go for it, Miguel.
Yeah, so I mean, here in front of us, we have different types of the VOA. We have the comic book is pretty much how we started. Pretty much it's in a thick 3M Mylar with the clear backboard, sealed with the void stickers here in the front, and then you would have the VOA tag here. So basically, what you would do, you can just scan this QR code, or much quicker and easier would be just to tap it on your phone. It'll take us to a website, which is real cool because there's no app or anything that you need. It'll instantly give you details. It'll give you scans front and back. And then lo and behold, you can watch the video.
That's amazing.
So it's a real cool way to just relive that moment. Also, if you hit the VOA tab here at the bottom, you can also go as far as to, you can also go as far as to watch it right there as well. So this was one of our first iterations of the VOA, actually, was the comic version. And then we slowly started shifting towards what we have here, like a sketch card. This is Joe Stanton. John Stewart has an autograph in the back. And the cool thing about the cards is that you don't even need the actual, it to be in a slab. You can just scan the QR code. There's a QR code also on our newer cards, but on the card itself, there's an NFC chip that you can just tap. Same thing. It dives you right into the details, scans, and then like everything else. You can watch the video. And it just really gives you that peace of mind that this hobby really doesn't have, right? With the way AI art is and all these fakes, I mean, it's just, you don't know who to trust anymore. And,
Yeah.
you know, not only is it just the video, but it's also the metadata that's on the video itself that kind of reaffirms where the show was held at. You can cross-reference that, obviously. But as you can see, you can watch it either on the label or right on the card. So it's, you know, real cool function. And then we have trading cards as well. So we have these guys here. These, like, for instance, this is a DC annual Upper Deck trading card that I believe came out mid last year, I believe. But this one was from a cover that Ariel Diaz did. They took it from it and made a card from it. But on these guys, same thing. You can scan it, but on the trading cards, you actually tap the label, the VOA, right on the tag. Opens it up to the same kind of website. Again, there's no app or anything. Scans front and back, and then your video.
That's crazy, man.
So it's real cool. Again, I mean, you're watching what's the process for A's and, you know, puts her dots in her signature. You know, just having that visual aid of watching it happen is just really cool. And I think people really gravitate toward it just because, you know, it's more than just an autograph. It's more than just art. It's a moment.
Yeah. Man.
But
to be able to beat your favorite artist and to be able to relive that every time you just tap it, I think is just phenomenal.
Totally agree. I mean, we have our VOA canvas cards as well. You can actually tap the label. Same thing, no different. I mean, you just get all that access. Sorry. Video, and this is a Jay Gillespie piece that he did for us. It'll tell you the location of where it was at. This was at DegaCon. So all that information is on there. So you're not just taking art home. You're taking the whole process, how it was made. Which, how many art pieces can actually do that, right?
Yeah. Incredible. Talk about peace of mind.
Yeah, like I said, it's really cool stuff. You know, we're trying to bring that peace of mind into this hobby where it's, you know, never existed before. Let's be honest. With all these fake COAs, I mean, you can't even trust those anymore. And I think people, you know, with the coming of the smartphone and all that, I think people are going to just be more used to having that instant gratification, that instant access to all these details and information and you know, seeing what the witness sees, right? All that, I think, just plays a big part into the collector now.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, so we have a lot of cool pieces here, guys. Like I said, we don't need it to be in the slab. You can just simply tap the card in the middle. There's a QR code also in the back that you can also just scan. But I mean, it's real simple.
Yeah.
This is a real cool Chris Foreman Venom piece here. Yeah, with Julian Shaw, some Ariel Diaz. Like I said, we've collected quite a bit of stuff over the last 4 years, traveling to a bunch of cons all over the country. We have a affiliate of ours that's in, like Scott was talking about earlier, Filippo with Comics Rep. He's been a big help with us getting the stuff that you would get like at Lake Como and stuff that we can't afford to go, right? But, you know, we have the video proof, you have the metadata that goes along with it. So it's really cool to just, you know, be able to capture all that and take it home with you.
Yeah. If let's kind of get into some of the details of how people, like, obviously from a fan perspective, the link is right here for you to go over to voacomics.com and you could check out if you want to purchase. Like, I'm already looking at a bunch of Joe Stanton stuff. I'm a big Green Lantern fan, and there's some amazing sketches done by Joe. But what if you are a comic shop and you're going to have, let's say, since you just did a Ramita is going to be at a comic store signing autographs. What would be the process for maybe that comic book shop to partner with you so that the signatures that they're getting, maybe they're getting some extra that they could utilize within their store to sell throughout the rest of the year? What would that process look like in order for them to sign up and be a VOA almost supplier of that person's autographs?
So we have a online program. It's called the Verified Artist Program. It handles what it says, basically verifies the artist, and the artists themselves can upload all the files and those types of things. But it's also set up for handlers. So if there's an art handler, or basically like the facilitator model that CGC uses, you just give them all the supplies and they can put it all together themselves, and it's all self-serve. They can log into a little website, they put in their ID, they can record it live on their phone, or if they want, they already have the videos made, they can do it there. But we have a self-serve function that allows them to basically sign up and do it themselves. There's a monthly membership fee for that, and then the hardware cost. And the hardware are like the sketch cards, and if it's a store, we can do custom sketch cards, which are one of the things that we pushed this year. We do, I don't know if you guys can see any of these. I think we saw on Miguel. But we do custom sketch cards for stores, for cons, where it has their logo on the back and just has our marker on there, and that allows the store to basically use those for themselves.
Here's an example of one that we did for Eastern Rim. It's a custom one compared to the ones that we have now. So we can totally put, whatever handler's logo or artist logo they may have, and have these custom made for them.
That's cool, man. That is awesome.
And we've been toying with the idea to let self-serves, to let collectors themselves do it. We're still having a little bit of a logistics trust issue to some degree, because you don't want to just give anybody access at this point. But we are toying with the ways to make that, basically do it through their browser, take out where they are when they record it, take the metadata from their camera, stripe it onto it. So we are working on a way to allow collectors themselves to be able to do it, so they can buy tags or cases and those types of things, and basically do it yourself, slap it yourself style.
I love that. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Let me go back to the others right here. Yeah, Scott, I think that would be amazing. Again, like in this situation, you got to be careful so you don't create an opportunity for people to kind of play around. So certainly trust, right? You don't want to have the same situation that others have had lately over trust. So managing that closely. But I think there's some like real legit amazing, like Heroes and Fantasies is a comic shop in San Antonio. I think they have 3 or 4. There's a bunch of them that have like a chain, and they have creators there all the time. Maybe that's an opportunity for, someone with that professional level where they constantly have people coming in and doing signings. Maybe that's an opportunity for partnering and whatnot. I think that would be amazing. Before we hit record, though, we were talking about, let's say you're a fan. You have a comic book and you waited in line at San Diego Comic-Con for Todd McFarlane's autograph. You videotape the autograph, but you want to get the book itself. You want CGC to come and watch the signature, and then you want it obviously graded, but you also want to be able to have this technology so you can look at it as a fan anytime you want and watch that autograph being done, or just that second layer of security. That way, when you get your grade, you also have the proof that Todd definitely did sign it, and here's the actual video. How does a fan do that? We were kind of talking about that before we hit record.
So there's a couple of ways. We work with a couple of CGC facilitators. Dork Buzz here is one of them. Usually what we'll do is we'll go with them when they're at the show. The video's taken. They take pictures at the show, the front and the back of the book, so that we actually get it beforehand. We'll give them a little VOA sticker, which looks just like the ones that go on the comic books. We'll give that to the collector. The collector takes it home. When the CGC books are finally graded, they send us a link to it. We verify that book is the same book that we took pictures of, which is why we take the pictures of the front and the back. Then we match it with the invoice number from the facilitator. And then at that point, we can activate the VOA from there. Just at the show, they just have to send us the video and basically sign up for the service.
That's awesome. I mean, this is the beauty of both of you having kind of that CBCS experience before. You understand that whole side of the world, as a professional. So to be able to know how to tie yours in with what they're doing, like talk about having double protection and double security on especially some of those high dollar items. I mean, that's what I get really excited about. You know what I mean? Not the not the variant that just came out yesterday, but that one, like 1 in 1,000 Todd McFarlane issue 350, which is already selling with his signature for like $800, to be able to have the CGC or whoever it is you're going through, and then to have the COA through VOA. I just think that double whammy of security is a lot of fun as a collector.
It helps out. It allows us to track, and it allows the collector to relive over and over again, which is really what we want. We don't grade comics or in art. Definitely, we don't grade. We're a firm believer that, hey, all we want to do is authenticate. So we can allow somebody else to grade it. That's not our cup of tea. But we want to make sure that whatever you got signed, original art, you can see it and prove that that is that work of art.
That's
and
awesome.
That's our main focus on there. And again, the fanboy in you really comes out when you show off something that you got signed. Like, let's say you pull out your CGC, a signed book. Hey, look at this. It's not quite as cool as, I got this signed by Todd McFarlane, but hey, look at this. This is me and Todd hanging out. See me waving in the background. Then you're showing that off to your friends. Hey, look, I was hobnobbing out with Todd. And it gives you such a cool feeling. I'm not a braggadocious person, but to me, that's the ultimate brag of, hey, yeah, sure. How do I know you really got that book signed, or did you buy it off of eBay? Hey, here's us hanging out. Here's me reliving that memory over and over and over again.
Love it, man. I love it. That's so cool, man.
Now,
this is such amazing technology.
It's cool. Now, trading cards are really fun. We started doing trading cards last year. Miguel's been really good on getting great selections of trading cards. You can see kind of the ones that we have there. There's a John Beatty, Secret Wars. Unfortunately, Mike Zeck's out of the country, so we can't really get too many of him. We had some with Jim Shooter on there.
Oh,
some,
wow.
Secret Wars that were signed. We still have a couple prints from Shooter that are left over. And that's what's really cool is once these people pass away, there's only a finite of them, VOAs out there. And
sure,
you live and show it. And we do think that adds some value to it, just like we think that the VOA adds value to original art because you get to see the creative process. I mean, could you imagine going into a museum, looking at a Salvador Dali and being able to watch how he came up with the melting clocks? I mean, how cool would that be? So can you imagine this technology and the database of artists and how they drew that we'll have in another 20 years?
Yeah. That's incredible, man. Insane.
And the artists like it too, because they get to relive it. We've shown our product to several artists, and they're like, "Oh, I remember that day. This was here," and they get to. It kind of spurs their memory. We get a lot of really good stories. For most of the art, we do speed up and time lapse all the videos, so you don't get to hear them. But there are some out there that have some signatures that have some really good one-liners, some zingers in there. So those are always fun to listen to.
Yeah.
It's been a good adventure. There's a Sam De La Rosa.
Yeah, Sam De La Rosa.
So we see Sam all the time. I bet you we've sold more Sam stuff than any other artist that we have.
Really cool guy too, man.
Oh man, he is super generous with his time. He's always personable, happy to see his fans, realizes that, they're there. They make him. So we love Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my Venom signed by him right next to you. I think it was a couple tables down at Space.
He was. We were with Vo. Vo Wynn is one of our partners. He runs a show or a couple shows. He does Greater Austin. He does Hill Country and Giganticon. And he most recently opened up a card shop in Pflugerville.
Oh, wow.
Called Card Gurus. So if you're in the Pflugerville, Austin area, please give him a check him out and see what's going on. He's definitely an interesting person. He has some signings at his store, but I would definitely say stop by and say hi.
Incredible. Such cool technology, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like this could be something that could certainly. Was that Larry Hama?
That is a Larry Hama. That's a Snake Eyes.
That is cool, man. The legend.
Interesting fun fact on that card. That was the second sketch card that we ever got made, that ever got done. We came up with the idea of the sketch cards because we thought it would be fun. And then we kind of refined it later. That one doesn't have an NFC chip built into it. And later on, we discovered how to kind of marry the two inside of the sketch card. Now, for artists, just FYI, our canvas is second to none. It's Bristol board. It's high quality paper. Takes ink really well. Takes watercolors. Artists love our sketch cards just because of the canvas that we use and the types of papers that we use. So they're definitely high quality, second to none. We like to think of them more as art cards, not really as sketch cards. We've kind of upgraded them from the traditional sketch cards.
Oh, wow.
Giving them some premium rounded corners, NFC chip digitally signed and trackable inside of it. We've added QR codes to them, the marker, the serial number, all on each individual card. I hate to use the term sketch cards because I think that it kind of almost downgrades some of the art that's on some of those, because some of those pieces are just masterpieces. If you look at that Julian Shaw Spider-Man over there, it's just, I mean, it's a great
That is cool.
That's not a sketch. That's a work of art.
It's a panel in a comic book right there.
I'm saying, now, if you're not familiar with Julian Shaw, he's a Spider-Man artist currently. He's a super nice guy based out of Dallas. Great artist. If you get a chance, I highly recommend getting a commission from him. He's super friendly, very accessible. Just an overall great guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cool, guys. I'm just geeking out about it, man. That's awesome. Dude, that Spider-Man is dope.
Yeah, I mean, some of these cards that we get are just so amazing to me, and I have a hard time just calling them a sketch because they are truly works of art. I mean, they really truly are.
No doubt, no doubt.
You know, we've been real lucky in the original art area. That accounts for a majority of our sales, with trading cards, signed trading cards on a close second.
Mm-hmm.
We do prints, and we do sell a lot of prints. But our bread and butter are signed trading cards and sketch cards.
Yeah.
We do have some 9x12s that are some really nice pieces.
What's up, Andrew? Andrew, check out this technology, man. It's absolutely insane, bro. When your title comes out, you got to get this done, man. This is amazing. Check this out. This technology allows you to videotape your sketch, the artist sketching your, whatever you had them draw, or just if they're signing a comic book or something like that. And it'll live with you forever, man, using VOA. It's a form of COA. It's game changer as far as kind of that peace of mind. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Absolutely incredible. I put a link there, Andrew. Go to the link up there. It says videoofauthenticity.com artists, and you can see all the amazing artists that they have. Over 300 different artists that they have worked with so far, and they're constantly adding new artists, and all this amazing sketch art.
And we do shows every month. We constantly get new art. We do art drops. If you get a chance, I would suggest following us on Instagram. It's VOA Comics. Yeah. We do a lot of publishing on that. That's kind of our go-to social network. And we post regularly videos, new art. We do art drops. We have a good time on Instagram. It's been really good to us.
Yeah. Andrew, we need to get Kanan to do some of this art, man.
And the artists have been really generous to us too. We've had a lot of good luck on artists being very open to working with us, which is really good. Sometimes people look at you like you're crazy when you start trying to explain it to them, but once you show it to them, they're like, "Oh, I want to be a part of this project. How can I?" Most common question is, "How can I do it myself?" which is why we came up with the verified artist program to allow them to basically take care of themselves.
Yeah. It's insane, man. Looks so beautiful.
Now, we also have a small COA, which is just like a little sticker. It's probably, you know, half an inch by half an inch, real small, that we can put on stuff. We've done pops, we've done prints, we've done boxing gloves.
Yeah.
We have
I saw boxing gloves on your site too.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, it is awesome, man. I love it.
Yeah, and you know, we have magic cards. Believe it or not, we have some great magic cards that are signed. I don't have any here; they're all in with all of our con supplies right now. We just grabbed a few little things, but we have some great magic cards, some Pokemon stuff that's signed. So we try to get into all genres that we can. The idea is to basically get peace of mind for anything that you can get signed.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome, man. I cannot wait, like at another con where you guys are at, just to get something signed by one of these amazing creators that I adore, and then to have the COA as well with the video, just so I could relive it. I think that's going to be amazing when that happens.
Well, reach out to us before the show, and we'll coordinate and make it happen for sure. And I appreciated you coming by and stopping by the booth. I know Miguel's he's kind of like a terrorist out there grabbing people, you know. He definitely does a great job on rounding people up and showing people how to use our product. You know, our biggest challenge is introducing our product to people, right? Because everybody's seen everything. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Oh yeah. Yeah, how are these slabs any different than my PSAs that I have?
Yeah.
And it's always fun to watch. People, once they see it, they get the whoa, wait a minute, are all these guys like this? And you know, if you've ever seen our table, we probably have 200 cards out on the table.
Easy,
at all times.
Easily. Actually, real quick, if it's okay, Miguel, I'm going to switch over and let's show the video of. I don't know if this is SpaceCon.
And I'm talking about the VOA cards that I've done here. One of them is a nice little dragon drawing. The other one is what I'm sort of known for, which is aliens. But the nice thing about these little cards is not only do you get a unique little drawing, a one-of-a-kind kind of thing, you get a little video. And the video shows me drawing the card and shows me signing the card. So you have all the credentials right there. Enjoy, get out, buy one.
Mark is such a great guy. He's a local Houston guy, and if there's an artist out there, there's a pretty good chance that they took a class with Mark Nelson. Every time we meet an artist, all of a sudden, somehow Mark Nelson is their teacher at some school or something. It's amazing to me the footprint that man has had on comics, and you don't realize it. I think of him just as the alien artist, right? Oh yeah, he's the guy that worked on Aliens back in the '80s, you know. But man, he's had his hands on everything.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, sir. I appreciate the follow.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got one more video that we had pulled out. Let's watch this one next.
NFC chip embedded in them. So what you do is you tap it with your phone. You take it to a website that has scans and images of the card front and back. And then you hit the VOA tab. You actually watch the lady do the sketch right on the label. Oh, okay. We have sketch cards. We have prints that have the VOA also. And we also have trading cards.
Incredible, man. That was the pitch that I got sucked into, guys, at SpaceCon, man. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm glad that I got sucked in. You know, when people are walking down that, like in the middle of an aisle, they're kind of looking, but they don't want to make contact because they don't want to get pitched
right.
To. Miguel, you're amazing, man.
I got you, man. I got him, coach.
We call it the swarm effect. You know, it's kind of like the T-Mobile attack program, you know, from the mall. And it works great because, like I said, our biggest challenge is introducing our product to people. Yeah. And when they see it, they're really amazed by it. And the response is always, whoa. But getting you to that sometimes can be difficult because people are, all right, I'm going here.
Yeah.
But we plan on doing more. We need to do a little bit more advertising and some marketing. Our goal for 2026 is to make some noise, you know, which we're kicking it off right here. Okay. Appreciate your time, Thomas.
You're my first podcast of season 4, man. So
awesome.
We'll take it.
Hell yeah.
That's a winner. That's a winner.
Miguel, is that Batgirl on the left right there?
Yes, it is.
Can you show us that one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's that drawn by?
I believe it
Waterton?
is Leanne Hewen.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
butchering that. Sorry. I think I seen her at Dallas Fan Expo last year or so.
Look at this, guys. This is crazy, man.
Video here.
There it is. And you could just watch her draw the sketch card you're about to buy. So you don't have to stress about anything. This is real. A video of them actually drawing the sketch card that you just purchased. It's phenomenal, man.
No muss, no fuss, no worry about AI art or any of that. Just hand drawn, raw footage. Backed up by a VOA.
And there is sound on there too. So if they are talking during it or anything like that, or if you want to shoot yourself and shoot the actual artist and then go back down to the sketch, like all that could be captured on this chip that will be on your card. So you could relive this experience. You could share it with your friends on who you met. It's awesome. What a great fan experience. In addition to the security that you now have, knowing that what you purchased is real, there was a real person behind that art, and here's the proof of it, which is incredible.
And again, our big thing is trackability. Our NFC chips are all digitally signed. They all have a challenge and response to them. If you're into technology, you'll understand what that means. We have a lot of really cool checks and balances to make sure that is legit. We do map out where the cons are, the longitude, the latitude, those types of things. We do match it with the videos where they're taken. We do stripe the videos with our own proprietary metadata as well. There's some checksums in there. So we do some really cool checks and balances that basically gives you a peace of mind. I can track that chip from the time that I bought it, from when it was manufactured to the time I bought it, to when I put it into a sketch card, to when it was originally scanned. So
incredible.
It gives you that chain of command. You can even go one step farther if you really wanted to. You can actually add it to the blockchain as well. Using OpenSeas, we add the video up to it. You have to pay the gas fees on there. Yeah. But if you want even more peace of mind, you can add it to the blockchain, Ethereum, with a smart contract.
Incredible. Look at that. There's your Batman.
Yeah, Mike McCone. That was at Bedrock City Con. That's the other cool thing. Me and Miguel have done so many cons over the years that they kind of all blend together.
Yeah.
When you start watching these and you're giving the demos, you're like, oh, I remember that. Oh, what happened when we were working with him? So it allows us to relive the moment as well. So it's been a real fun adventure for us.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Incredible. Look at that. All in one card, man. Your video, everything. That memory's forever now that you have that card. And, if you're reselling, you're collecting cards and you're selling yourself, man, just imagine being able to present this to your customer who's interested in that signed, collector's card or that sketch design that they put on a card. Who's going to have this kind of proof behind what they're selling you? This is incredible.
And we believe that there's value in there too. Just seeing the art itself, knowing that is the artist, there's an added value, not just for the warm fuzzy feeling, but there's value in itself, just to watch the artist. I'm always amazed at how artists come from blank canvas to go to something else. We've seen where they just literally, like Ken Lashley is great. He literally puts a little dots, ink blots on the paper, and then grabs another pen, and the next thing you know, Batman's there. And it's like, how in the world did that ever appear? So it's fun to go back and rewatch it over and over and over again.
Wow. Absolutely beautiful, guys. It's incredible, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I hope you guys shake up the industry, man. I love this. I think this should be normalized. I think, again, I don't think PSA, CGC, CBCS, I think obviously rating your cars is a big deal, but to have this extra piece on there as a peace of mind, and also to be able to share that memory, what better way to have that absolute security around something that's cherished by you as fans, right? We get these sketch cards and we get this piece of art. It means a lot to us from our favorite artist, and so yeah, you could relive that experience over and over and over again. What's that big one in the back there, Miguel?
The Lady Death. I mean, not Lady Death. Death. Regular Death.
Yeah.
It's by Chris Merriman, and it was done at, because I don't know off the top of my head.
Yep.
So let me see. You just tap it real quick.
Yeah, that one was done at Lexington.
That's incredible. I mean, it'll even tell you where they did it at.
Lexington Comic Con, right there, precisely.
We actually shared a booth with Chris that weekend. Him, Greg LaCroix, June Brigman. We were all in a little row at Kentucky, Lexington. So I mean, we've made the rounds. We've definitely gone all over the place. We've done shows in Austin, San Antonio, Dallas. If it's in the Texas basin, you probably have seen us at a show.
Yeah.
If you go to our Instagram, you can see probably 100 different shows, places that we've been. Miguel likes to put up a highlight reel after each show, so there's a whole bunch of basically cons. You can kind of go and see how many that we've done, and kind of see some of the things that are there. There's a great Lobos piece.
I love Lobos. Yeah, I've got a few things signed by him. That's amazing.
Yeah, what's real cool about the NFC chip is that you don't need to scan it right over it. I mean, you can literally just do it right over the spot where it's at, and just instantly be able to just watch it and just go to the VOA and just view it. Sorry.
Yeah, everyone, to learn more, those that are watching, I have the link in the comments section, and their IG is here as well. It's at VOA Comics on Instagram. Give them a quick follow. Costs nothing to do that, and then you'll be up to date on where they're going to be. Also, like I said, the link to the website's there if you want to check out. There's a ton of pages of art and signed cards that you could take a look at. Just a ton of some of the biggest names in comic books, from Joe Jusko to, we just talked about Shooter. You have a couple items of Shooter still on there. Dave Johnson. There's Sam De La Rosa. A bunch of stuff. Joe Rubenstein. There is a lot to look at. So you could get lost going through all these different either collector's cards that are signed or this art that has been encased with this kind of technology, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. Miguel, if you can do the comic book too, because some people have come on a little bit later. Yeah. They also do comics as well. And
yeah, this one has the thick 3M Mylar with the clear backboard, which really lets you not lose any sight of whatever's on the back of the comic with the clear backboard. Sealed with the tamper-proof tags on top, and then we have our VOA. Same thing, guys. You could either scan the QR code, or you could just quite simply just tap it with your phone and just get instant access. But same thing like our other products. You get details, scans. You can watch the video directly on your phone, full screen, or what I like to do is just go to the VOA here at the bottom. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'll open up so many tabs at this point.
Yeah, you probably got to close some.
Yeah, but for sure, let me do that real quick. All right, here we go. Yeah, I need to close some tabs. How about that?
Yeah, close some tabs real quick, because I love the comic. And while you're doing that, Miguel, I mean, I was so enthralled that I got my very own as well. Mark Brooks. This is X-Men 12, the variant of Rogue, signed. And I have my VOA COA right here. So every once in a while, I'll tap it too, just to see that signature, which is pretty awesome. So I was extremely grateful that you guys hooked me up with this to be able to share to fans. So I did do a video maybe a month and a half ago of how to utilize it, but I thought bringing these two gentlemen on and showing you live would be the best bet. That way you could see this technology live, because it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you enjoyed the book, man. Thank you again for having us on and just, giving us the opportunity to, get our get the word out on our small business, because we're definitely trying to grow. And, for a long time, things have been done a certain way, right, with the COA system. And, it's time for a change. And I think this is a very good change for the hobby. And nothing but good will only come out of it.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
All right. So, yeah, you're able to watch the signing right on the label. Let me just, there it is.
That's awesome.
Again, you can always watch it full screen. No muss, no fuss. And you can always submit this with confidence, to CGC to get it, through their JSA program, right? They're watching the video that get done. So, it'll take the guesswork out of, seeing if it's going to get passed through their inspection, right? You're watching the video happen. So,
yeah, incredible. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. Absolutely phenomenal, man. Absolutely beautiful, man. This is so cool, guys. This is so cool. Everyone in the that's watching right now, man. The link is right here in the comments. I also have it below. So if you're watching this after the live, you could always just go to the comments or the notes below the video. The link is right there. Just click it. You go right to their website. Also, if you want to follow them, do that right now. All of you that are watching, just go to VOA Comics over on Instagram. Give these gentlemen a follow. That helps a lot. And then as you see things that you really like, share it. I think that this type of technology is certainly what I think the industry needs and the collectible side of the business needs. And I'm really happy about it. I'm loving my Rogue, man.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much again, man. I mean, it was real cool. I just happened to catch you looking at my stuff and, dragged you in there. And you were gracious enough to hear my little spiel. And it's appreciated, man. Thank you again for having us.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. And I look forward to being at the next con where you're at. I'll definitely stop by and say hi, and hopefully can bring a few people over there. If you're a publisher, if you're a small indie publisher, or actually even a big publisher, but if you're a publisher and you're already working with some amazing artists and you want to take some of that art of your comic book and do something super unique, whether it's giveaways on a Kickstarter where you actually have a VOA, COA on some of the art from that artist, or maybe it's just signed comic books with the VOA chip in it. That way fans can not only live out your comic book and experience it, but they'll have something in video form that can watch forever. Just think that what that's going to do for your brand and your publishing company. I feel like this is an awesome way to create some uniqueness. Everyone, excuse me, that are doing Kickstarters, you're always looking at the end of the Kickstarter to have some rewards where you could add something super unique that separates you from other Kickstarters. This is an amazing opportunity to do something just like that. I feel like if you're doing a Kickstarter and you have your own indie comic and you have something like this on some of your signed comics, I feel like this is an amazing like stretch goal or a reward when you hit certain goals on your Kickstarter. That's what I'm thinking about as a comic creator myself. This could be really cool to do something like that.
And you can take it one step farther than that. You could actually, if the artist who draws your actual cover itself, does the recording of it, you can actually add that to the VOA. So you'd have the actual art being created, then the signature of the one that you have. So it gives you kind of a twofold, and then you can kind of give everybody who gets the comic book the ability to see it being created. And then on top of that, have the signed ones that have the actual VOAs that have the NFC chips. So there's a lot of cool little functions that you could do.
Yeah. Incredible, guys. Well, gentlemen, I really appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. I hope this is not the first and only time. Would love to have you back in a few months just to get the word out there. But I really appreciate you both spending some time with me today. It's been awesome to see you again.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. We appreciate your time. We will be doing a Mog and Mel SketchUp next week in January 8th. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mog and Mel SketchUp, but if you can, check them out. There are 5 artists. They're all going to be doing some VOA cards. Miguel or myself, or possibly both, will be hanging out with them while they do them. So it'll be a fun way to basically kick in the new year. So we appreciate you having us again and giving us the opportunity to hang out with you.
And then do you know in February what cons you'll be at That way, people.
February Con. The only one that we have in February that's in the books is Anime Houston Con, which is Animeverse.
Yeah, Animeverse.
And then Nostalgia is after that.
Nostalgia Con, yeah.
Around March is when the regular con season really starts ramping up, and then we'll be doing whatever happens to be coming up. But those are our next two in the books, going to be there no matter what shows. So you come out, hang out, tell us that you saw us on World at War Comics, and we'd love to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, gentlemen, thank you, man. I hope you had an amazing New Year's, and man, I hope 2026 is the biggest year for you guys yet, man. You deserve it. This is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
And thank you, everyone in the comments. Have a great, blessed weekend, and we'll talk soon. Hold tight, guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.